Hello, grade 4 learners. Welcome to our science class, quarter 1, week 7. This week, we will talk about gathering scientific information. Look closely at this picture. What do you see? Yes, it's a scientist. Scientist is a person who systematically gathers and uses research and evidence to advance knowledge in a particular field of science. They conduct research, formulate hypotheses, test them through experiments and data analysis, and draw conclusions to contribute to a deeper understanding of the world. Again, class, scientists are people who study and explore to discover new things, but before they can make discoveries, they need to gather information. How do scientists succeed in their scientific works? This means that to become a great scientist, you need to keep trying even things get hard or dedication. Do your task carefully and completely, which is hard work, and really enjoy discovering and learning new things or passion. Example we have is Dr. Fred Del Mundo, a famous Filipino scientist, worked very hard to help sick children. Even when she was tired, she kept studying and creating ways to make children healthy. She didn't stop because she loved helping others and learning new things about medicine. That's what made her a successful scientist. If scientists don't have the skills and attitudes to finish a scientific work, what could possibly happen to us? Okay, life might not be as easy as now by using the different products of technology. This means that without the tools and machines we have today, daily life would be more difficult because technology helps make our work faster and easier. For example, before, people washed clothes by hand, which took a lot of time and effort. Now, with a washing machine, they can finish it faster and do other things while waiting. So that's how technology makes life easier. Now let us learn the meaning of new words to help us better understand the lesson we're about to explore. Scientific attitude. It is an attitude that is indicated by the existence of logical thinking based on facts and considered according to the basic scientific theory. This means that scientific attitude is the way scientists think and behave. They use their brains to think carefully, follow facts, and use science rules when studying something. Science process skill. It is a skill or something that one or a scientist should possess or do when they study and investigate. So class, science process skill po, it is what scientists need to know and do when they are studying or investigating. These are like the special skills that help them find answers. Now let us describe each scientific attitudes. Belief. Belief means everything happens for a reason. Example, when Anna saw the leaves of a plant turning yellow, she believed there must be a reason. Maybe it didn't get enough sunlight or water, so she looked for answers. Next is curiosity. Curiosity is a hunger for information, wanting to know everything or reason for everything. Example, Miguel saw a rainbow after the rain and asked, "Why does a rainbow appear in the sky?" He searched for the answer in books and asked his teacher. Objectivity. Objectivity means not letting own opinions or emotions influence the findings or results of the experiment. Example, during an experiment about which paper towel absorbs the most water, Joy's favorite brand didn't win, but she still recorded the correct result honestly. Next is critical thinking. Means testing all possible factors or hypotheses before giving conclusions and generalizations. So it means testing all possible reasons before giving a conclusion. Example, when their toy robot stopped working, Ben didn't just say the batteries were dead. He checked if the switch was on, the wires were okay, and the batteries were placed properly before saying what was wrong. Next is open-mindedness. Open-mindedness means listening and respecting ideas of others and willingness to take suggestions. Example, during a group project, Carla wanted to use colored paper for their science model, but her classmates suggested using recycled materials. So Carla listened and agreed to try the new idea. Inventiveness. Inventiveness means generates new and original ideas. Example, Liam wanted to water plants without forgetting, so he created a simple water drip system using a plastic bottle and a small hole to water the plants slowly. Risk-taking. Risk-taking means willingness to take the risk even the work may fail or generate criticism. Example, even though no one else had tried it before, Aya mixed vinegar and baking soda with food coloring for her science project. It didn't work perfectly, but her classmates learned from it. Next is intellectual honesty. It means giving truthful observations and properly acknowledging ideas of others. Example, during a science activity, Marco admitted that his experiment didn't turn out the way he expected. He also told the teacher that the idea came from his classmate Mia. Humility. Humility means recognizing one's weaknesses and acknowledging better ideas from others. Example, Julia said sorry when her idea didn't work in their group experiment. She then thanked Sam for his better suggestion that helped them finish the task. Next is responsibility. Responsibility means actively participating in a task and religiously doing their task. Example, during a group activity, Ethan made sure he brought the materials, helped set up the experiment, and cleaned up afterward, just as he promised. So, these attitudes help them find the truth, solve problems, and make sure their work is correct. Scientists also have special skills that help them gather information and find answers. These are called science process skills. Now, let's learn what these skills are and how we can also use them when we study or explore new things. Observing. It is a skill where we use our sense organs, eye, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. Example, Mia looked at the clouds, felt the wind on her skin, and heard the rustling of leaves. She used her eyes, skin, and ears to observe that it might rain soon. Measuring. Measuring is a skill needed in telling the properties of materials using units. Measuring tools are used to tell these properties. Example, Ethan used a ruler to measure the length of his pencil in centimeters. He also weighed a rock using a weighing scale to know how heavy it is. Classifying. Classifying is means grouping based on a defined criterion or grouping things based on a rule or property. Example, Lara grouped leaves into three sets, smooth edge, jog edge, and rounded. She classified them based on their shapes. Next is inferring. Inferring means explaining an observation or explaining what is observed. Example, Jomar saw water droplets on the outside of a cold glass. He inferred that the water came from the air and not from inside the glass. Predicting. Predicting means telling the outcome of an event or telling what will happen next based on clues or past experiences. Example, when the sky turned dark and she heard thunder, Angel predicted that it was going to rain soon. Today, we learned that scientists succeed in their work because they have the right attitudes and skills. Scientific attitudes help them think carefully and follow facts, while science process skills help them gather information and find answers. We can also use these attitudes and skills in school and in daily life to solve problems and learn new things. Now, for your activity, do this in your notebook. Now, reflect on what you learned from today's lesson. Using this question, is it hard to develop the skills and attitudes of scientists? Can you see yourself doing or working on a scientific work? Why or why not? Class, I know some of you found the activity and reflection questions a bit challenging, and that's okay. Learning to think and act like a scientist takes time and practice. Okay, so don't be afraid to make mistakes, to try new ideas, or to ask questions. That's how we grow and learn like real young scientists. Great job today, everyone. See you in our next science lesson. Thank you.